Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and today we're going to be talking over the top 5 cards that you guys should be picking up at Sneak Peek for Duelist Nexus. The cards that could be going up or down really just depends on what the market is going to do, guys, and what the meta is going to do, and what the next balance is going to do. Are we going to be following the same footsteps as the OCG with having Rescue Ace being one of the best decks, or are we going to go on our own path and have another deck take over, maybe beats the Starfrost? We will see. But without further ado, guys, here are the top 5 cards that you guys are going to want to pick up from Duelist Nexus Sneak Peek starting tomorrow. Let's go. Now, a quick disclaimer before we go ahead and get started, guys, is I don't want to put these in any particular order as far as which ones are better than the other. It really just depends on what decks you guys want to play, but no matter what deck you guys want to play, if you guys don't even want to play any of these decks, you guys are going to pick these cards up because they have potential to go either up in value or really just take over the meta, in which case it's nice to have at least 1 or 2 of these in your back pocket just in case. So, starting off the list, guys, we have Visas and Mitara. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. If I'm mistaken, just roast me in the comments, it's fine. So, Visas Mitara is a level 8 Synchro Visas Starfrost support that does a lot in a very little, it's not the very, okay, so it's average size, okay, it's average size, guys, just calm down. But Visas Mitara, it does a lot for the Visas overall deck, right? The Mana Domes, they finally got their boss monster out, and this card does something that is far and few between, but it is one of the greatest searchers for a specific archetype. Obviously, Rhoda and Terraforming are by far the best searchers, but when it comes to a specific archetype, this is phenomenal because this card alone can search you any spell or trap that mentions Visas Starfrost. Do you know how many cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh right now mention the name Visas Starfrost? There are at least 30 cards in the game, spell traps only, that mention Visas freaking Starfrost. So that gives you a lot of flexibility as far as what you guys want to go ahead and search out. Also has some other cool effects, such as during your main phase, allowing you to destroy a monster and have all your Synchro monsters gain 800 attack, which is cool. But it also plays off really well with the I believe it's a Mana Dome fill spell as well, which gains you additional advantage whenever you destroy your own monster. So really good right off the bat, and gains you immediate advantage overall with the stats at 2500 and 2100. Following that, I believe there's Dark Magician stats actually, now I think about it. So it's following the theme. It is a boss monster, it has the right stats, it searches you 30 plus cards in the game, and it gives you advantage if you have the field spell. Overall, a solid card at only $38, I believe, free pre-sale right now. Not bad to go ahead and start things off. Next up on our list, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the obvious one out the way. We're gonna have pearly Nor, which is probably gonna be one of the most hyped cards of the entire Duelist Nexus set, which means that now pearly is officially a tier 1 to 1.5 deck. I mean, it was already a tier 1-ish deck. I mean, hitting hitting Delicious really hurt the consistency of what the deck could do at the time, but now that Sleepy Memory has Nor to go into, now we are good to go, and now we can cook. So with pearly Nor, what it does is it allows you to not only make the Sleepy Memory an immediate summon for your Xyz monster, it also gives you the ability to draw, I think you draw like 6 or 8 cards during your opponent's standby phase, something ridiculous, and it's absolutely nuts. We can really just ignore the rest of it, because that alone is absolutely ridiculous, but we're going to go ahead and tackle what else this card does. So not only does it work extremely well with, of course, the Sleepy Memory, it also is a compulsory evacuation device on pause. I guess you would say. So it's actually an insanely good card, guys. Honestly, even if you're not going to play the pearly archetype, is perfectly fine, because you are definitely going to want to pick up your Winter Cherries to get rid of this card, or just go ahead and get rid of the big boss monster regardless. Next up on our list, guys, I want to go ahead and give some love to the Synchros. We have Revolution Synchron coming in on the list, guys. Honestly, I think this card is insanely good for any synchro type, any synchro strategy that wants to go ahead and play. It reminds me of Level Eater in a way, because it brings itself back at a different types of level. There's level modulation in there as well. It's a free special summon from your hand, so it's not even bad to draw, because if you summon a Power Tool synchro monster, which is not going to happen that very often, but if you summon a level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster, Dragon Link, Q Dragon Link, And like if you have a Warlord Savage Dragon, pretty sure it's a dragon, and pretty sure it's, no, it's definitely level 8. We summon that guy out, special summon Revolution Synchron from your hand, already have a level 3. You can go into like, what, Psychic Ed Punisher if you want to go ahead and go that route. Or if you summon a level 7 dragon, you can go ahead and summon this guy out. Synchro summon it to bear on the floor. Then if it's in the graveyard, you can just go ahead and special summon him for free again. And all you gotta do is, I think, send a card from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a level 7 or higher Synchro monster, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. If you do special summon this card, but its level becomes 1. That is perfectly fine. It is still a tuner, and now it's a level 1 tuner, which gives you a lot more versatility as far as what you can do with this card. I just think it's nuts. I think that Synchro players, especially Dragon Lane players, are going to find a way to absolutely just break this card whatsoever. And because it's searchable off tuning, what? Now Assault Synchron and Revolution Synchron are both searchable by tuning. So tuning out, I mean, there has to be a lot of hype around tuning. I haven't even checked the price of tuning in a minute, but honestly, with this and Assault Synchron being able to be searched off that same card, I can see that card skyrocketing in price as well. But you definitely, regardless, you're gonna want to pick up your Revolution Synchron, because the second that ban list hits, or the second that people understand how to break this card, the second it wins its first regional, whatever it might be, this card is definitely bound to skyrocket in price. Next up on our list, guys, we have Charlemagne. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. The Link 1 Infernoble. I think this, first of all, artwork wise, beautiful, absolutely amazing card when it comes to the artwork. Now when it comes to the actual effect of this guy, this is where it gets nutty. So Charlemagne has to be special summoned by a level 9 Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles. That's it, which is extremely easy to summon. Not just an Infernoble, but in Battle and Boxer. I know I had to sneak that in there, but Charlemagne is actually a really, really cool card. Gains all these exact same effects that the King Charles had. Still has 3,000 attack, so you're not losing out on much. And additional to that, it gains it's an Omni Negate for a spell or trap that activates. You negate the activation, destroy the card by pitching one of your equipped spells, or an equipped spell from your hand, which could be absolutely free, so you don't even have to have it on the board. This helps you play around cards like Evenly Match, helps you play around cards like there's a lot of cards that helps you play. Raigeki, Dark Hole, Triple Tactics Talent, negate the Pot of Prosperity. Hope you don't have another one because this negates the activation, so you can activate another one. Charlemagne is a really, really cool card. I think it's definitely one of the better cards that Infernobles needed. Along with this card, I am going to go ahead and put the Infernoble field spell as well. It's called the Noble Arms Museum, because it in itself is really good. But I really just love the Link 1. Obviously the artwork is cool, but the effect, it steals all the effects of the Synchro. You don't have to do anything else to it because it's a Link 1. And it's easy to summon, it's a free negation, it works with your equipped spells. I just think it has everything to perfectly synergize with Infernoble. And I want to ask you guys here, just let me know in the comments. 1, do you guys think Infernoble is going to be a tier 1 deck after Duelist Nexus? Number 2, do you think a ban list is necessary for Infernoble to become top tier? And 3, if you guys want to see an Infernoble deck profile, let me know in the comment section down below. You can also let me know by smashing that like button, so we can go ahead and get the ball rolling on that. So yeah, snuck that in there. Very, very clever, I know. And last but not least, guys, I have to include Rescue Ace. No, I'm kidding. I mean, Rescue Ace is a cool deck, and you guys should probably pick them up because they're commons, but I mean, there's not much value in that. What you should be picking up is the Crimson Dragon, guys. This is a really, first of all, amazing card. I have always said this, anime cards have some of the most busted effects in niche situations I've ever read in my entire life. Just look at all the Galaxy Eyes Xyz monsters and then read Afterglow Dragon and then put that in the niche scenario you can. That's an anime card. It straight up is. It's ridiculous. Also, the Crimson Dragon, what it does, first of all, on special summon, it adds you any spell trap that mentions the Crimson Dragon, but I believe we're getting 2 spells and 1 trap that are going to mention the Crimson Dragon in the same set, so that you have that to look forward to. You can search Synchro Overtap, Synchro World, or Scrap Iron Idol, so that's nice. Not only that, guys, it allows you to special summon Synchro monster from your extra deck without Synchro summoning, and then it counts it as a Synchro summon. So there's so many things you can do with this. I don't even know where to begin. Now, I am not gonna be an expert Synchro summoner. I'm not gonna try to finesse you guys into making you believe that I am. But that is enough to tell me that this card is gonna be absolutely busted. and the fact that it can play well with a card like Revolution Synchron, it being a Crimson Dragon, being a level 12, Revolution Synchron being a level 3, it makes some easier synergies with, like, I don't know, the first deck that comes to mind is like Virtual World. I can make a whole bunch of like level 9s and easily just slap down a Revolution Synchron, and you get to go, you make your level 12, and you go ahead and yip-dee-dee-dee from there, right? Because realistically, in Virtual World, you're already going to have your Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, no matter what, because that's the first thing you make, right? To play around Nibiru, which is nice. And then you already have the level 8 dragon on board, and then you summon the Crimson Dragon, you target it, you special summon another. That sounds interesting. Because I don't even know if it has to be a different name, right? I think it just has to be the same level. So this card says, quick effect, you can target one level 7 or higher Synchro monster on the field. Any Synchro monster on the field. Including itself, doesn't say excluding. I don't know, it says the very next line. Except the Crimson Dragon, which makes sense. Return this card from the extra deck to the extra deck. And if you do, special summon one dragon monster, one dragon synchro monster with the same level as targeted monster from your extra deck. So people have been talking about playing this with Hot Red Calamity, or I mean that alone should win you games, because it is a walking, what's that card? VFD. This card says your opponent can't activate cards. What do you do? I mean, this card is absolutely insane right off the bat. So, I mean, that's really ridiculous as well, guys. Honestly, there's so much you can do with the Crimson Dragon. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend like I know all of the lines, because I don't. But there's plenty of stuff on YouTube for you guys. Crimson Dragon is not one that's going to disappoint. And sitting at $45 right now for a pre-sale, honestly, I think this is one of the cards that's probably going to go down immediately. And then once people actually understand what it is, then it shall shoot back up again. So honestly, I would say go ahead and wait if you don't pull it at sneak peek. But if you do pull it for a sneak peek, I would not move off of it right off the bat. Again, I'm gonna do the House of Champs here. I'm not a financial advisor channel, yada yada yada, all the nonsense. I don't know your own personal budget, all that kind of fun stuff, guys. I'm just giving you guys my personal opinion on it. I think it has a lot of potential to do a lot of really wacky things, and because of that, I think it could be higher than 45 for the minimum price of the Crimson Dragon. But realistically, who knows? Realistically, it could be anything. For all we know, Trickstars could come back to be a #1 best deck. I know that's just wishful thinking on my end, but it is what it is, guys. Let me know what you guys think of these cards in the comment section down below. Is there a card that I missed besides the Rescuers, but we did talk about it? Let me go. Oh, okay. I guess I'll throw out this honorable mention real quick. The Dark Corridor, which is the Dark World Searcher, is a ridiculous card that is played at 3 in every Dark World deck, so you have to play it. I think that has a lot of consistency, Dark World, and is exactly what the deck needed. So, beside the point, so that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and interact, have fun interaction, have a fun sneak peek, and a fantastic weekend, guys. Wish you guys the best, and I'll see y'all on Monday.